there are some folks, this is Mentor Shelley, wanting to make sure that you become a better version of yourself professionally. I want to talk to you guys today about several things. I actually, there's a series that you guys can go check out at the links below. The career revamp series. I'm up to part 3 in that. And of course, for part 4, I'm going to ask for your participation. Tell me what else it is that you need. If you're looking as far as how to maneuver through interviews and things of that nature during the revamp, during this whole COVID-driven economy or a COVID-driven job market, then I can definitely do a video for you on that, as far as what to expect in these COVID times and what you need to do as a career expert, or as a career expert, or as you're changing careers or you're revamping your career, how to maneuver best. Just leave a comment below as to what you want me to talk about in that video, as far as interviewing and whatever else you're looking to get assistance with. But I wanted to drop this today because I had the interesting pleasure of watching the debates between Mr. Trump and Mr. Biden last night. As a business professional, as a career coach, being involved in the human resources field for more than 15 years and observing people's behavior in corporate, I have to say the behavior was, I'm sorry, on both parts, quite disappointing. They couldn't even have a decent debate because Mr. Trump kept cutting Mr. Biden off. And unfortunately, Mr. Biden in concert did the same, because the back and forth was so ineffective and loud, and they completely did not achieve the goal and mission they set out to do in that whole debate. And I want you guys, as career professionals or as people starting out in your career, to take note that anytime you're trying to have a conversation and nobody is listening, then you're not having a conversation, you're having a yelling match. The level of professionalism during that debate was absolutely and positively deplorable. Most of the points that they were trying to make was not made. Mr. Biden attempted to behave like an adult, but apparently Mr. Trump does not know how to do that. When you are putting questions to him, he answers the question, and then when he realizes Mr. Biden's going to say something better or he's responding better, he interjects. He's rude. He's obnoxious. And this is my opinion. Listen, everybody has their own when it came on to this whole debate. At the end of the day, I was only convinced of what I already knew. The unfortunate part about it is Mr. Trump has no respect for anybody. He can't even live up to the commitment that he made to actually listen to the other party. Couldn't even hold on to the self-respect to actually allow the debate to go as planned. You have 2 minutes to respond. He has 2 minutes to respond. Both of those are supposed to be uninterrupted. That's something that he couldn't even achieve, because he's hell-bent on putting somebody down, hell-bent on making somebody look bad, instead of governing himself like a regular professional, president. I guess I was expecting some form of professionalism. Far be it from me. My bad. I forgot who I was dealing with. Just in case I wasn't reminded by the continued rants in the press, in the debate, in the presidential candidate debate last night, it's been proven time and time again that our country's in trouble. And that as career professionals and entrepreneurs, This was a great example of how not to conduct yourself in a professional environment, because they did not provide great examples. Biden tried. I'll give him that. He tried. But when you're dealing with a man-child, then unfortunately you get sucked into the name calling. And unfortunately, and a lot of people, several times, Biden specifically said, just shut up, because really you just needed to be quiet. It was a train wreck. And I'm talking about it because this is exactly how you should never behave in a professional environment, guys. How in the world can you call yourself the president of the United States and do not even know how to conduct yourself in a normal debate? You've been doing it. You did this 4 years ago with Hillary, but I digress. The point of me talking about this is for the kids coming up, for those that are starting out in your career. If you had a chance, you're probably going to see clips all over the place on YouTube. And there were lives right after the debate to discuss opposing and favorable viewpoints on either side. This is just my take on it. For the almost hour and a half of my life that I cannot get back, watching this debate, watching this, in my opinion, train wreck, the goal that was supposed to be accomplished was not accomplished because you were dealing with egos. And unfortunately, the person in office right now behaved the worst. And at the end of the day, somehow some people reward that kind of behavior. But in a professional environment, it's deplorable. So I say that to say this. If you're starting your career and you're seeing this debate and you're thinking, oh my God, these people don't even know how to speak to each other properly because there's cameras on and somebody has to put a show on. Biden tried. I'll give him that. He tried to conduct himself and he answered the question, and unfortunately, he's dealing with somebody that does not believe that they need to conduct themselves like a professional. So the behavior and the over talking and the absolute rudeness resulted, and you saw that in the debate. You'll be able to see it all over the news, the internet. It was streamed live on YouTube and every other outlet there was. So at the end of the day, you're a professional, you're in a particular office, you hold a particular office, do your best to set an example and behave like a grown adult, and not resort to these measures. But of course, if you definitely want to work with me, I just wanted to give my not opinion but roaring assessment on that. Nothing was accomplished besides you see two grown men talking over each other and calling each other names, and Biden tried. But when you're dealing with a bully, verbal bully, or then unfortunately this is what ends up happening. So in your career and in your life, if this is the way you're behaving, you're probably not winning. You're probably not getting too far in your profession if this is the type of behavior that's being exhibited. So take notes. If this is how not to behave in a professional environment was a video, that would be the debates last night. It's unfortunate to say it, but it's true. For those who have careers, excel in your career. For those who are budding entrepreneurs or already entrepreneurs, keep working at your business because the government is not going to save you. Clearly, based on that debate last night. They don't even know what professionalism is. Or, I shouldn't say Biden, but Biden tried. At the end of the day, you have to be a better version of yourself professionally. And behaving like a professional is included in that. Of course, you want to work with me if you have issues or you're having to do a whole career revamp. I'm going to leave the links below for all 3 parts. If you're looking to career revamp in the areas of entrepreneurship, or if you're wanting to change your career path in the job market based on what's going on with COVID right now, you can definitely work with me. I'll leave the links for the career revamp below. But if you want to work with me, you can go to mentorshelley.com/shop. And I'd be able to work with you either getting your resume reviewed or resume completely redone. And also, I also have interview coaching and things of that nature, or career coaching as well, available in the links below. All right, guys, listen. In becoming a better professional, you have to also exude professionalism. And clearly, we did not see that in those debates last night. All right, guys, take care. This is Mentor Shelley, wanting to make sure that you become a better version of yourself professionally and exude better behavior than what we saw in those debates. You guys have a good one. Bye.